What's up guys, Kabi here. We're back with another video, and today we have this experimental R&B sample. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna call this. It's a Brent Faiyaz melodic slow R&B sample. You guys already heard it, so let's get right into the video. I started with the chords and this is how they sound. You guys might be wondering why it sounds like that. I'm gonna show you guys, but before, let me show you guys the preset. We're using Diva on this one. I've been using Diva a ton lately. I think Bitsinner using Diva. Diva is a really popular plugin. I was never really into it, but I decided to download it the other day and see how it sounds, so I've been using it lately. One trick, if I can call that I've been doing a ton on my samples recently is automating the volume to create rhythm. So the way that I'm doing this is I'm using Fruity Balance. I have Fruity Balance on the last slot on the mixer, and what we are doing here is just automating the volume, so it creates this rhythm with just the simple chords that are playing. This is a trick that I've been using a ton recently on a ton of my stuff, and it's a quick way to create rhythm. It's pretty cool because it can go in here and really crafts exactly the movement that you want with your sounds, instead of trying to do it with the ADSR, you know, the attack, decay, sustain, and release. It's pretty cool. You can get these pretty artificial movements on your sounds. I'm using Fruity Balance. You can do this on any DAW using just a volume automation. So after I had these chords, I went into Diva again, used this preset here, and laid down this simple bass line. Really simple. The sound is really just a Diva preset with a low lifter and a decapitator by Sound Toys. Really simple sound here. On top of it, I grabbed my guitar, and I've been doing a ton of guitar stuff lately. So I just plugged this in and started to play stuff, and then I came up with these guitar chords here. They're not really chords, right? They're just a top line. Simple stuff. I'm using Guitar Rig 6 clean break preset here, Wolf compressor, and parametric EQ2. There's no reverb, no delay. Pretty simple. What I did after I had this is that I resampled it and reversed it. Then we have this sound here, which I'm using Guitar Rig again, Wolf compressor, and then Cymatics Deja Vu, which is a halftime basically. So this is how it sounds originally. I also put it up an octave up, so I have Deja Vu to bring it down, and I have this slow sound, pretty flangus on top of it, parametric EQ2 cutting the lows, and spreader. So this with the bass and the guitar chords and then the synth chords. I have this really cool melody, slow repeating melody. I just think it laid on top of the other elements really well. So this is what we have for this one. I added this simple guitar top line here. such a simple guitar melody. This is literally just one string. I'm going up and down to play this melody. I didn't even chop anything. Obviously, it's pretty clear. It's out of the grid here. Everything is out of the grid. Obviously, I played this on my guitar. I didn't even go back and chop up and try to put it perfectly on grid. I like how it sounds. I like how it sounds off a little bit. And it's such a simple melody, but I think it works really, really well. We had all of this stuff. On top of it, I added this perk loop here. And again, to create rhythm with it, I'm using the same trick with the fruity balance. I'm just doing this simple sidechain here. So every first beat, it drops down in volume. I'm using OTT, Parametric, EQ2, Portal, and Spreader. I'm using a little bit more plugins on this one that I usually do. And I added on top of this stuff, these hats and these toms here. This sound is from Louis. I'm pretty sure he's just like releasing a new kit too. So if you like these sounds, go check his Instagram. It's like Louis Guetta. I just thought they sound dramatic. But before going into that, I need to talk to you guys about autoways.co, my sample library, my music library. This is where you're going to find all of my sounds, all of my packs that I released through the years, and my newest release, Extinction Level Event. It's a sample pack with 10 compositions in the style of hip hop and trap, like some Don Toliver, Travis type of stuff. And with this pack, it features an in-depth 30-minute exclusive breakdown video on the zip file. When you get it, you're going to see the video inside of the zip file. It's a 30-minute breakdown of the sample Selena. This is not going to be uploaded publicly here on YouTube. You can only find it here on Extinction Level Event, or if you become a member here on YouTube. The pack is on sale for the next month. It's only 14 bucks and you get a 30-minute breakdown with it. Yeah, I would highly recommend grabbing that or checking out autoways.co, where you can find all of my sounds and all of my packs. And now let's get back to the video. They created this atmosphere for the sample. I have a UADLA2A tube compressor, parametric EQ2, cutting a little bit of the highs, a little bit of the lows, and Valhalla, vintage verb, really simple stuff. And this is the meat and potatoes of our sample. This is basically the base idea. Then I just developed it on top of it a little bit more. I'm still trying to, you know, maintain my samples simple enough for people to use it, but, you know, engaging. I like to try and create some different sections for the hook and the verse and stretching out the arrangement of our sample. So this is like 2 minutes, so I have time to space out these ideas and have different sections of the song that relate to each other. So on this different section here, instead of the synth bass that we had with Diva, I'm using these sub bass here. The name is Very Clean Sub. It's a very clean sub. And then I'm using these string sounds from Triton. And again, for this movement, I'm using just a simple automation for the fruity balance here. Really simple. I just have a parametric EQ2 cutting the lows. No reverb, no anything on this one. Just the volume automation, so it doesn't attack on the downbeat. It's brought up slowly. The last element we have here is this Serum chords. It just basically follows the same chord progression that we had on the synth bass. It's the preset if anyone wants to use it. It's from Shinju, Serum Bank Volume 3. So we just have this laying on top of the other sounds to create this different atmosphere. Looking back at it right now, even though I'm recording this on the 28th, I made this on the 24th, so 4 days ago. If I would go back, I think I wouldn't add this much stuff playing at the same time on a sample. It might be a little too much. We just did a little melody here, so it lays on those chords. And then go to the chords. Pretty simple. One thing I forgot about these guitar top lines. I'm using Guitar Rig 6 with the Cosmo Chicago preset, parametric EQ to cut in the lows and the highs, Penman, so I have this movement here, and then I'm using this plugin. I haven't seen anyone use this plugin yet. It's called Illusion by Cymatics. It's a pretty simple delay, and what it does, it has these 3 phases that you can select when they start and when they end, and then you can select different pitches for each one of those phases. So have the first phase with the same pitch. On the second phase, it goes up 12, and then the third phase it goes up 24 semitones. It's easier to understand, you know, when you listen to it. So this is how it sounds. Pretty cool plugin. I've been using it for the last couple of days. Try it out. You can get some really cool sounds with this. And if you pair it with this other plugin that I just bought the other day called Rolling Sampler, which records everything. It's basically a dump score log, but for audio, but it's way better too because you can just grab anything that it records at any time, select it, and just drag it down to have it here. So you can understand how powerful this is if you have this plugin running. This is what I'm doing when I use this plugin or something like Portal or Auto Chroma. I have Rolling Sampler running in the back, so every time there's something that sounds good and that can become a melody that would just be lost, you know, when you're using these plugins and you're turning the knobs and everything, I can have it, you know, back with Rolling Sampler. So this is what I've been doing recently. Pretty cool plugin. It's pretty cheap. It's like 20 bucks. Really recommend it. And yeah, this is basically the entire sample. Quick video today, quick sample breakdown for you guys. Made this one a couple days ago. I think it sounds nice. We have some synths, some guitars, and a pretty cool vibe. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and check out outofideas.co for all of my packs and all of my sounds. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.